So, what stocks am I watching out for tomorrow? So, the stocks that I'm watching out for tomorrow, or for this week, I should say, is Johnson and Johnson, Shell, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Merck, AbbVie, or ticker symbol ABBV, Microsoft, AMD, NVO, ticker symbol NVO, Pepsi, ASML, and Adobe. Those are the stocks that I'm personally keeping a watch on for this week, but more specifically for tomorrow. And going over Johnson and Johnson, right? So right now, basically Johnson and Johnson had a huge green day on Friday, and it tried breaking the 200-day moving average and the 180-day moving average, but it got rejected by it. And so the next thing that needs to happen for Johnson and Johnson is that it needs to break the 180 and 200-day moving average, so further uptrend can happen from Johnson and Johnson. Shell. So Shell is playing like this support level around I would say around the 65 area. So right now, basically, there's pretty tough support around the 65 level area. And so I feel like unless Shell breaks the 20-day moving average, that's when we'll see further uptrend from Shell. But until we can break that 20-day moving average, in my opinion, we could see slight downtrend. But on the weekly chart, I don't know, it's just playing around this support level around 65, 64 area. Like, that's a pretty good support level where it's at right now. That is trying not to break. So honestly, we'll have to see what happens with Shell. Coca-Cola is under the 9-day moving average currently on the daily chart. On the weekly chart, it broke the 50-day moving average, and I personally feel like if this week, right, Coca-Cola can regain the 50-day moving average, then possibly we could see further uptrend from Coca-Cola if it regains the 50-day moving average. McDonald's. So McDonald's is basically having trouble breaking the 9 and 20 and 50-day moving average. More specifically, it's having trouble breaking the 20-day moving average, and got rejected on 11/11, 11/12, 11/14, and then Friday 11/15. So I personally feel like until we break the 20-day moving average, then that's when we can see further uptrend from McDonald's. For now, I don't think that's probably gonna happen, to be honest with you. Merck. So right now, Merck is in a downtrend. It's basically under the 9-day moving average, but right now it's on the 180-day moving average. So me personally, if I were to get in, I would get in only when it lands on it, possibly on the 200-day moving average. But it looks like it already did that. So personally, I would get in only if it sticks to the 180 or 200-day moving average on the weekly chart. And other than that, if it keeps falling down, on the monthly chart, I would wait to see if it can land on the 50-day moving average. ABBV, right? So on the daily chart, it's completely broken. On the weekly chart, it's completely broken the 50-day moving average. So the next support level that I see, the next, I guess I could say next, to be honest, I feel like ABV could land on the 180-day moving average next if it's seeing like constant downtrend. Now on the monthly chart, it looks like maybe ABBV will land on the 20-day moving average on the monthly chart. And if you look back, it looks like it's been respecting, or I guess you could say reclaiming, the 20-day moving average multiple times. It's, this candle reclaimed it, this candle reclaimed it, 1031 reclaimed the weekly, the 20-day moving average, and the 1130 candle reclaimed the 20-day moving average. So if ABBV sees like further downtrend, then I feel like the 20-day moving average is the last chance for ABV to reclaim it and then see further uptrend once it bounces off the 20-day moving average. And I think that's it. No, Microsoft, I personally feel like where Microsoft is at right now on the 50-day moving average is a good opportunity to get in, but I feel like we need to, I feel like we need to break the 20-day moving average so we can see further uptrend for Microsoft. Right now it's having trouble breaking that 20-day moving average on the weekly chart. Let's see. AMD is right now is trying its best to not break that support level of around 132, 134. And so right now it looks like AMD is kind of having trouble because it's under the 9-day moving average. And it looks like on the monthly chart, possibly AMD could reclaim the 20-day moving average soon. The only reason I say that is because August and September reclaimed the 20-day moving average. And that's my thought with the current month. Basically, I feel like AMD could reclaim the 20-day moving average by the end of this month, hopefully, but we'll see what happens with AMD. NVO is, I guess you could say it's in free fall, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's in free fall, and so honestly, we could see further downtrend from NVO. Pepsi, I feel like Pepsi is like way oversold, to be honest with you. And to be honest, I feel like on the weekly chart, it might try it to reclaim the 200-day moving average. And then once we reclaim it, Pepsi will see if it can break the 180-day moving average. If it does, then we can see further uptrend from Pepsi. And then ASML is having really trouble. It's below on the weekly chart. It's below all of the moving averages. Adobe had like a great breakout, and then all of a sudden it just went below all of the moving averages. And so I personally feel like if Adobe can do the same thing like the past days, that it's just been in a constant uptrend and it can go over the 9-day moving average, then I personally feel like we can see further uptrend from Adobe. And that's about it, really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And so I want to go over a quick trade. I didn't mention it in this in a video, I think. Let's see, it was UPS, and then and it had to do with the aggressive day trading strategy. And so basically how did I make $243 trading UPS put options, right? So basically at 11:41 I got into UPS put options, which is this candle right here. Let's see if I can, that's about close as I can get, but basically this candle, right, it basically approached the 20-day moving average. So As soon as I saw that UPS approached the 20-day moving average, I immediately knew it was going to get rejected by it. And so I bought put options on UPS. And so when the position was up, I want to say it was up 10 or 12%, I sold out at $11.50. And so that is how I made $243 trading UPS put options. And I had this idea in mind because, number one, the 10 candle got rejected by the 20-day moving average. This candle right here, the 1130 candle, tried breaking the 20-day moving average and it got rejected. So with those two candles in mind getting rejected by the 20-day moving average, I immediately knew, like, okay, that's a good plan, right, to play put options on UPS. And so that is why I played put options on UPS, because knowing that two previous candles got rejected by the 20-day moving average, I got into a put position, and that is how I made $243 trading UPS put options. And so that's pretty much it. If you guys want to, like, do your own watch list, right? Go on this website called finvest.com, and then you can create your own watch list for completely free, to be honest with you. So it doesn't charge you, doesn't do anything for you really. You can do your own watch list. And so that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care and bye.